So very good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is cool. 3 minutes to go before starting the session. Not going anywhere as I have done all the things around the morning session to our Discord. So not going for the pre-market analysis. Just going to give you the confirmation. This new day opening gap until this market is below this. I'm more interested to look for sell. If it can break this new day opening gap as well as the minus 2.5 standard deviation, maybe I will start thinking about buying. Okay. Otherwise, I'm more interested to think that this market will keep falling. This is the order block open. Here, this is the reaction of this order block sent the market higher again. So let's see. Good morning, David. Good morning, Fanny Films. Sarji, good morning, brother. MB Trader, good morning. Asif, good morning. Mahdi, good morning. Jian, good morning, brother. Just a minute. Just a second, okay? Yeah, I know no video. Just give me 1 second, okay? TRATO. Look, this external content is trying later. I have no idea why it is happening. Nobody has the problem to log into Tradovit. If I get stopped out here, I will take re-entry over here. This first presented gap, I'll take re-entry. I've just covered the 50% of this gap because I believe that this market is coming from the premium area. So while it is coming from the premium area, it will work with the discount fair value gap. This is the discount fair value gap, this is the premium fair value gap. I believe it will work with the discount fair value gap. As you can see, it's near about 15 handle. So I have just covered the 50% as I'm believing it is not reaching for that premium fair value gap. First presented fair value gap has to be traded. There is no rules. Okay, there is nothing something like that. It doesn't need to be traded. So that is different matter. If I would love to trade the first presented gap, then it has to reach over there. Then I'll look for 25 handle. Otherwise, it's not an obvious thing that it has to trade that first presented gap. This is the clean sell side liquidity over here. This low and that low, they're the clean sell side liquidity. That is my target, which is near about 21 handle, something like that. As I told, if this new day opening gap is broken, then maybe I'll start to think about buy. Until then, I'm not interested to look for any kind of buy. So my intention to see if it can keep falling. If the body close below this line, if and only if, then I will trail my stop loss. Otherwise I'm going to keep the stop loss over here. I could put it just above this 50% of this gap, but we can did the damage. That is why I put a bit higher of the 50% of this gap. I will trail my stop loss if and only if it close below this line. Then I will trail my stop loss. Just above the highest up close body close candle to use it as a order block. For the sake of this conversation, if the body close below this will be my highest up close body close candle, which is going to be my order block. So I will put my stop loss to tick above that line until now. Okay. Again, if I get stopped out here, I'll put push re-entry over here. I really don't want to see this market will come over here. I really don't want to see that. But even if I get stopped out, unfortunately, and really this market would love to come over here, then I'll go for the sell again from this gap. We'll see if it can come over here to take resell, or if this market close below this area, below this gap, I'll try to take re-entry from the order block depending on the candle close over here. I was curious about this wick, but actually the wick did the damage. I had no idea how far the wick will go, so I have to take that risk. There is no other way. If it closes below this gap as well as below this candle, I'll take re-entry from this candle. Midnight open is over here. Okay, didn't touch the midnight open, by the way. To tick above this order block, the sell set has taken. Just wanted to see it will reach at least until the 50% of this first presented gap from Monday. If it touch the order block, we'll add one more over there. If it touch it, okay. If it doesn't touch, of course I will have no other way to go for this one trade only. So I had a 15 handle loss. Obviously that was a serious loss, but had to go for that trade. Nothing to do. what I would love to see that body will close below the high of this first presented gap. The thing happened over here. Same logic here. I mean, here you can see we did the damage. Okay, this is just simply an unfortunate. I have covered the stop loss for that week. I was afraid of this week, but it just took me. Okay, I had no idea how far the week will go. I tried to cover it. Unfortunately, it took me. I had nothing to do over there. If it tap to this line, okay, I got it. Sorry for that loss, by the way. The logic is it should not come over here. This is the premium fair value gap. This is the discount fair value gap, as you can see here, from here to here. Okay, that is the 50% over here. It should not come to this premium fair value gap. It should work with this discount fair value gap, more importantly, until the 50%. I knew the body is going to respect this. If it is violated, I will take re-entry from there. Week, I was careful about that week, but unfortunately it just got me. Okay, unfortunately it just took me and then fall. You will say that, brother, it has tapped to the 50% exactly of that optimal trading or something like that. I don't believe on those bullshit actually, so please don't tell me all of these things. Now my intention to see if it can break this new day opening gap. If it can break this new day opening gap, then I will keep looking for the selling opportunity. Either way, I'll look for the selling opportunity, of course. Wow, congratulations, Joan. Congratulations, brother. I got stopped out. That is my unfortunate. I took re-entry. I got my profit. I hope that I am already in profit. Just let me check. Yep, something like $200 profit. Something like $200. Not bad. But don't think this is done. Okay, it will keep falling to the top of this gap. It will keep falling. I don't need all of these things. I'm more interested to hold it until here. I did it, but I believe it will keep falling for here to the top of this gap, at least to the top of this gap. By the way, who are in this trade except Juan? Anyone else was in this trade? I have teach you how to use the premium fair value gap and discount fair value gap. This is a very simple logic, very simple thing. Okay. First on combine, thank you. You are most welcome. Hey Archana, did you get your profit or did you get stopped out like me? Re-entry from this area. Okay, not going to take it. Re-entry over here because it's too risky. Stop loss has to cover the 50% of this first presented gap and hold it until here. Re-entry from that area, something like this. Just cover the 50% of this first presented gap. It is coming over there. Took it and boomed it. Wow, congratulations, brother, as well. I just don't need for anything. Okay, I tried to log into another account. Actually, unfortunately I was not able to do that. So I don't know what happened to that trade of it, so I was not able to do that. I didn't want to take any entry over here as I got my profit over there out the morning session. I didn't have any intention to take entry to this level anymore. Unfortunately, I was not able to enter over there, so I had to take the entry over here. So this is the re-entry opportunity exactly from there until to the top of this gap. I just don't need it. That is why I didn't push the button. That's all, brother. Of course, you have to take some partial in between 20 to 25 handle. My opinion, to take the partial around 20 handle, as I don't have the sell side liquidity. If I had the sell side liquidity, I would say that take the partial around 25. Okay, so exactly from like here to 25 is somewhere here. Okay, you should take the partial over there anywhere. Don't get afraid of all of these things. It is just a reaction from this new day opening gap. See this new week opening gap? It's just a reaction from this new week opening gap, nothing else. It is also going to be broken. This market is coming here and then I will say that I'm done. Okay, I will say that I'll done until this is not broken. Until it's not broken, I'll say I'll be done. I don't need any more profit, as there is some consistency rules or something like that. That is why I didn't take this entry. But don't think that I am just saying I am not able to push the button. Of course, I'm able to push the button to that specific entry by covering the 50% here. If I get stopped out, I'll get a 13 handle loss. If I get profit, I know that I'll get at least 20 handle partial, and then I'll let him fall until this area by trailing the stop loss to the break even. Just keep watching, okay? Work with the logic. Just work with the logic. See this gap, I would love to see this will be unfilled. This gap should not fill 100%. Why? Because, oh sorry, my mistake. No, this is not the gap I wanna see unfilled. This was the gap I was looking for to unfilled here. This not, it can be filled, okay? It can be filled. My mistake. Okay, I can see Archana, Mahdi and Juan got the boom. Thank you, brother. Now keep watching how it is reaching to this line. Brother, you are chasing price. No, I'm not chasing price. I'm working with the logic. This is the logic. I'm working with the logic. It should keep not only here, it should go for this sell side liquidity. But this gap is extremely important to me. So I really don't know, is it going to break this gap by today or not? That is why I'm saying that it will reach at least to the top of this gap. And then I will stop doing everything until it is not broken. Okay. This is the gap from daily chart. I have shown this gap to my morning session live, where I have told you how to use the thing here, everything, okay, around the morning session. Did you know it is going to fall like that way? Like that way? No, I didn't think, but it is going to fall. I knew it. Don't believe me? Ask those people who are with me around the morning session where I did the Discord live. Everything was perfectly explained over there. Nothing is hindsight. I told them this is gonna be hindsight. By today or tomorrow, it's gonna be hindsight. So you guys who are seeing this market beforehand, you will know that Wizard had outlined all of these things, that how it is going to fall and how it is going to work. Brother, I don't trade Bitcoin. I'm extremely sorry for that. Okay, I'm really sorry. I don't trade Bitcoin. I don't trade Forex. I hope that you'll understand, brother. I have already given you the reply to the comment as well. Morning session recording or not, I have no idea. You guys can contact with Sachin. Sachin could record it, okay? I have no idea how to, I have the idea how to record it, but unfortunately, my laptop is full. I don't know why. Mahdi has given me some option or some idea to clean it. I will do it. It's, you can see, just 2 GB is free, and I'm not an expert of all of this instrument. Okay, I'm not an expert, so I have no idea how to do clean it or everything. I have no idea. SMC Bitcoin में और नहीं करता. Okay, then don't use SMC in Bitcoin. Don't use it, brother. It has given almost 65 handle. Any of you are in this trade. Any of you are in this trade. I'm just asking. Okay, I'm not saying please take the entry. I showed you the entry. I told you the exact target. But I'm just asking if any of you are in this trade already. If you are, close the trade exactly to the top. If you hold it 1 tick below this top, you are gambling. Don't do that. It is coming here, I don't care. But if you hold your trade 1 tick below the high of this gap, you are gambling. Don't do that. It's my request. At least close maximum portion of your trade and then trail the stop loss, do whatever you want to do. Okay, I can see that Archana was in this trade. Boom. Okay, was boom and locked out. Wow. I didn't take the second one because of new week opening gap. Okay, Miguel, no problem, brother. 11 into 1. What do you mean by 11 into 1, brother? 11 into 1. What does it mean? Brother, it is going to fall. Why did you tell me to close the trade? I request you, close the trade. Just close the trade. Or at least close maximum portion of your contract. Okay, at least maximum portion of your contract, please. It is going to fall, let him fall. No need to chase it anymore. Either way, it is like near about 88 handle. Okay, so not bad, trust me. I have a question to you guys. I have a question to you. Okay, tell me another name who can do this. See this line, that line, and look at the candle. 1, 2 candle. Just look at them. Around the very next day after trading that line. Just tell me another name. Anyone in this world. This prediction is not from here. This prediction was from there. Where was that? This prediction was from there. See this candle? From there. That it is coming here, the strongest area, and then this is going to melt like this way, the way it has melted. How was that? Man, I didn't know that it is going to fall. Right? Nothing to do until I have to wait right now. Okay. Now I know that Archana is using some slang to me. Brother, why did you tell me to close the trade over there? It is falling and it is going to take that sell side liquidity. Sister, that is the area you have to close the trade. Trust me. I don't know, is it going to react from here or from there or from to the low? I have no idea, but reaction will happen from this gap. It has to happen from this gap. If it doesn't give the reaction, that means this market is falling for all the sell side liquidity. I know that, I believe that I will get the reaction from this gap. I believe it. That is amazing. CRT candle range. Oh man, come on, don't give that a name. CRT, don't give that a name, because that line, when I have marked that, nobody in this world, at least not familiar in YouTube or X, has marked that line the precise way. The way I have shown this to you, it was not done by anyone in this world, at least I didn't see. If you can show me that anyone has shown this level before me, I will say that he's the boss. Just don't give it a name, CRT or something like that. What should be lot size for 10K account? 3 micro contract maximum. I wasn't in the Discord. Why were you so confident for bearish price to the gap? Why did you draw? Then just watch the video from last Sunday live streaming. Please watch that video. Okay. Are you going to look for buy from the reaction? I could go for the buy from this candle. See this candle, lowest down close body close candle. We just traded the 50% of this gap, which I have already missed the opportunity. This is the order block, which I could use to take my buy from this order block, because I know that I will get the reaction from this gap. I have to get the reaction either from the top or from the bottom, sorry, 50%, or from the low. Any of this area, wherever I will get this order block, I'll take the buy from that order block. I don't care about anything else, because I know that it will give me at least 25 handle, sorry, at least 20 handle, at least 20 handle. I will get that. So far it has given me 31 handle. I have already missed that opportunity. Stop loss has to be here, which is 29 handle. Not able to do that, so what I will do, cover the 50% of that week, just the 50% of that week, because week can come until the 50% of that week, or the mid threshold. I could close, cover the mid threshold to get the reaction from the order block. This gap has to give a reaction. I just didn't know exactly from where it will give me the reaction. I have already missed it. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Elite. It is mentioned from the Sunday live. Can I take a re-entry from this order block? Of course you can take it, but you have to confirm that you have closed the trade for 20 handle. Like here, it tapped, you could take re-entry from there. You have to confirm that you have taken a 20 handle partial. Just let me show you this. It tapped over here again to the open of this order block right here. You have to take a partial of 20 handle, 19, 20 handle. Stop loss maybe somewhere here, just there, something like that. It's a bearish market, okay? So if I miss the first opportunity, I really will not go for the next opportunity. But first opportunity reaction until the to the top here, top of this gap, was a very nice run. You can try one more time. I think it will be a bit higher, okay? A bit higher, okay? Something like there, something like there. Just cover the 50% of this gap of this week. Let me show. Just here, okay? Just the week 50% here. Just that week 50% cover that from that order block to go for the 20 handle. Now it is highly risky now, but the first reaction was absolutely perfect. Still, this is valid. Look, when I'm saying it, when this is a bearish candle, right? This is where I'm saying it is still valid for 20 handle. Still, it is valid for 20 handle. I'm not saying this after seeing this run. No, I'm saying this to you while this market is falling, melting. I'm saying still this is valid to go for that at least 20 handle, and then if you can hold it until here, that is the best case of scenario. But 20 handles should be the partial. If I get stopped out, you will take a loss. Nothing to do. This reaction is not enough for me, okay? I'm not happy with this reaction, even though it has traded the high, but I'm not happy with this reaction. I need more reaction, okay? Because the way it went higher, people are thinking that now it is going to fall, so they started to sell now, because this is a selling market, right? They will okay, it didn't work. Unfortunately, it didn't work. By the way, I will just remove it. The way it has started to, I'm not happy with this. It should take that high before falling, but we'll see. Any kind of entry right now is absolutely gambling, because this is a bearish market. Market has fallen from here to here. No sell is valid. First of all, no sell is valid here, as well as buying is absolutely going against the bias. My bias is bearish. I believe that this is going to be broken, but all I can do, I can take some kind of retracement entry. If it closed above this line again, I can take re-entry over here. If I get stopped out over there, I'll take re-entry over here. If it close above this line, this time I'll push the button for your kind information, that so that you can get the confidence that it is possible. If it close here, for example, I didn't take the entry here from the order block, I missed that run. Come back again, I took re-entry from here maybe, or maybe from there. I don't know exactly where. I will just push the button, then I got a loss over here. No worries. Until the body doesn't close below this line, I will look for the buy if it can close above this line, not above the. Look over here. This is the mean threshold, okay? Until the body doesn't close below this mean threshold, I'll keep looking for the buy. And this week 50% was important, but now it's not important anymore, as it has been violated. It is from daily time frame. It will close above this line. I'll take re-entry, okay? Just for the sake of the conversation, I don't need to take the entry, but I will push the button just to show you that I'm not saying the things I see I can do it. So if it closes above this line, I'll take re-entry until the body doesn't close below this line. If it closes below this line, this entry is not valid anymore to me, because my bias is bearish. This market can keep falling, though I'm going against my bias, okay? Here, stop loss will be there. I'll just target randomly 20 handle. I don't need that though, but I'll just target 20 handle. If it close above this line before closing below this low, see this low, if it does fail to close below this low, this will be my entry. This is a selling market. I'm saying that this is a selling market. I just need to catch the reaction. I don't think so the reaction has been done over here. It should take that high one more time before falling. But if it closes below this gap is from daily chart, so 15-minute candle close below this line, okay, then maybe this will keep falling for this sell side liquidity. This whole area I have nothing to do around this area, nothing to do, at least not today. Body close one tick below this line, buy is not valid to me. Can I take a sell over here? You are absolutely a perfect gambler if you take a sell over there. Why? Because this market is just melting, right? No liquidity has been taken, nothing has been taken, so there is no selling opportunity, nothing. Tito, I don't see any video from Sunday this week. I see yesterday only on YouTube. Brother, please go to the live section, okay, on YouTube live section. Just let me know if it go above that line. If you go to the video, to the live, okay, this is today, Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday. This is that Sunday. Simple talking about NQ price action. See this one? This is that video where I have shown all the, okay, so if it closes above this line, I'll take the buy. It has to close above that line. If it closes above one tick above that line, I'll take that buy. Before taking that high, if this high is taken, this buy is not valid. Remember, if this high is taken, this buy is not valid. I'm in this trade, okay? Stop loss is here. Target is just randomly, I put it 20 handle. It has closed above this line, going for that buy. That 50% of this fair value gap is going to work as a support, as well as this candle open, which is right now the last or lowest down close body close candle, is gonna be my order block. Even if it fall a bit more, it can maximum fall until to the open of this candle, and then it will give me the run above this line. This entry I took just to show you that what I'm saying you, it's not something I just keep saying, okay? It is something that is logical to me. That's why I push this button. If you have the opportunity, take the partial here, hold the trade until this gap, if you have the opportunity. Now I'm not going to hold it because I don't need the profit. There is some consistency rules, so I'll just close it over here, but you'll see it will hit that line. I don't need this profit, you know, I have some consistency rules, but you will see it will hit that 20 handle. I don't think so I have breached it. Okay, 761, I think I didn't breach it. Okay, see this 20 handle, this is the partial. You will hold your trade until here to this gap. This is very logical, very logical, very logical, until to this gap. Now it will come here, I don't give a shit. To this gap is my extreme gap where this market at least should reach. This is called the reaction. This is called the reaction. This high has to be taken. This high, it has to be taken. And this market has to come over here. Now don't think that I was afraid to hold it until 20 handle. Please don't think like that way. I have told you that I have some consistency rules here, so I have to close it. I can't hold it for that. Otherwise I could hold it, okay? Just keep watching. But if you ask me where I will push the button, for the first time it tapped to this order block. This is my entry. I will take the partial around 20 handle, I will hold it until here, or maybe I'll get stopped out by trailing the stop loss. Okay. This high has taken with a shallow run. I don't like this shallow run. I need a run through this high, so that all of these people are going to think that, okay, this is now a support. They are going to think that this is a resistance. They will take the sell, this market will stop them out, and they will get stopped out later while this market will trade this gap, or if it go a bit higher, we'll see that. If you don't take the partial around 20 handle, you are gambling. Absolute gambling. Why 20 handle? Because you don't have the buy side liquidity. If you had the buy side liquidity, I would say that take the partial around 25 handle. This is shallow run, clean buy side. This is still a strong buy side. You get it? Again, I had no intention to take this entry. I just pushed the button because to show you that what I'm saying, it's not something illogical. Come on, man. Give me some time. I can't just take buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. I can't do that. Selling is valid if and only if this gap is broken. Then I will look for sell. Okay, I can see some boom. Thank you, Donichu. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Ben. Thanks a lot for explaining. We appreciate you so much. Thank you, Elite. Eli Bright. Thank you, brother. Nish, thank you for that boom, man. Market opened for 40 minutes. I have shown you all the boom, right? One boom from here. Sorry for that. Stopped out. I was not expecting it will go that far. So that is why I put my stop loss by covering the upper quadrant. Unfortunately, it stopped me out. It's simple. Then I took re-entry, got my boom here, was re-entry here. That was another boom. If you would love to take the entry here, that is another boom. Yeah, one loss for 17 handle. Do you really care about that? 39 handle, isn't it enough? Even if you get 17 handle loss, isn't it better to get 39 handle? Of course, it's better. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Gangjam. Thank you, MP Trader. Eagle. Thank you, man. Now I got the reaction. Absolutely, John. Now I'm happy. With this reaction, now I'm happy. Okay? But until here, it is simply, you can see that it's not a reaction, right? What did I say? I was confused about the reaction from this gap. No, I clearly told that don't hold the trade from the top of this gap. I don't know that it is going to give the reaction from the 50%. But brother, it went below the 50% of this gap. What is this gap from? Daily chart. Which time frame you will look for? 15 minute. Let me go. This is that 15-minute candle. Did any candle has closed below the 50% of this daily parallel gap? No, nobody. Simply nobody. Is reacting. This is called reaction from the 50%. I didn't know that from here or here or here. So that is why I told close the trade over there. Absolute gap. Don't do that. Red pill. Boom, glad to see you back. Thank you so much. DB, my question. What is your question, DB? What is your question? My question. What is your question, brother? I don't see your question. I can just see your my question. Thank you, Tahir. Thank you, Gangjam. Jahid, thank you so much. DB, what is your question, brother? How many of you are profitable? If you say that I am not profitable, I'm gonna kill you. I can't do anything else without explaining. Of course, it should be green. Great. If you didn't take any entry or if you are at break even, then you please voted on gray. Okay. I do understand the reaction, but why that particular fair value gap? Well, I don't have the time to explain everything, but this is the gap from the daily chart here, which I want to see filled 100%. Okay, I want to see the filling of this gap 100%. If this is the reaction from this line and market would love to come here, -2 standard deviation, then this market will reach until this gap, will leave some portion of this gap open, some portion. Okay, it can be one tick, it can be one handle, it can be 100 handle. Some portion of this gap will be open. This market will close above this line and will reach here. If it fills this gap, then it is falling for the next liquidity level. More importantly, here where I'm expecting this market will go at least. If it is overzealous, it will come to this volume imbalance, which is the most beautiful liquidity. This is the real liquidity point. All the thing is going to happen, I am believing, from this -2.5 standard deviation. But the reaction should happen from this gap, because this is a very important gap. Okay, order block has been traded. The first fair value gap after trading the order block is always a very important gap, which is going to determine the next bias. Just not going the full explanation, I have done it around the morning session to the Discord live, so it will take too much time. One minute fair value gap. What is 1 minute fair value gap, brother? I didn't talk about anything about the 1 minute fair value gap so far. I remember here I didn't say that it is going to react it from this gap. I just told that it should reach until this gap, but it can be violated. This market can come until here, it can come until there. I never say that it should react it from this gap. I just told it should reach at least until to this gap. Because this is the only gap that is unused. This gap has been used here by that week, so this is the unused gap above this gap. That is why I told at least until this gap, but later if it broke that, it can reach until here, or it can come until to the first presented gap. I have no intention to see all of these things. It can go until here, new day opening gap, before falling again. Whatever it is going to do, I will wait. Right now I will wait. No buy, no sell. Ellie, in my opinion, the job is done. Sorry to say like that way, but in my opinion, the job is done. Sujivan, I think Shachiniara, he has recorded the video. So in Discord, you can ask Shachiniara. Shachin, okay? Can I say that it is MSS and inside a buy stop position at last parallel gap? I don't see the market structure shift over there, and I don't see any fair, I mean 22 YT model. I have no intention to think about the buy here, so I don't know what to say. In my opinion, this is the liquidity taking run. Those people who are chasing the market, they were using this as a resistance area to take sell. They got stopped out. They used the resistance into a support. They take buy here, they will get stopped out here, and then these buyers will get stopped out later. That is my intention to see. Brother, I'm not saying please don't go for buy. I'm just saying this is my understanding about this market. Now if this market keep going higher and you don't take that buy because I told it's not going to go higher, then you want to blame me, please don't do that. Okay, it's my request, brother. Right now I'm thinking it will melt again, at least until these lows here, at least until here it will melt, and then we will see how it is going to react with this gap. This is a very strong gap. Okay, I have to observe this gap now. From 15-minute chart, you can see that it has traded the entry fair value gap. This is the entry fair value gap. It has traded the entry fair value gap. As my bias is bearish, this entry gap I'm going to use as my higher time frame reference and going to think that this daily fair value gap is going to be broken. But remember, this daily fair value gap is 1000 times stronger than the bearish fair value gap over here. Okay, so if it could reach until this new week opening gap, I would prefer to take a sell from there. As it didn't go over here to this new week opening gap, I'm not preferring any sell here. Instead, I would love to wait here. Right now, if you ask me, I'm fully speechless over here. I have no intention to take the sell. I can't take the buy. So I will wait here. I don't know what is going to happen. No idea. Is it going higher? Is it going to fall? I have no idea. My intention, it will keep falling at least until these lows. If it do that, I will just let this go. This is called sacrificing the trade. I'm not interested. Like here, I was extremely strong about that run. But here, I have no idea. Is it going to fall or is it going higher? Okay, so that is why I'm not doing anything over here. If any of you would love to take the buy or sell, please go for that. I'd love to see how many of you are green. 15% is still red, I don't know what else I can do for you guys. But yeah, I hope that we all are learning. Okay, please vote over here. I can see 42 people has voted over here out of 121 people. Just vote here, okay? I'm not going to get anything if you vote over there. It's absolutely free and I'm not going to be benefited by that vote. I just need to see how many of you are profitable. Siam bhai, hey Kishav, Siam bhai, which Siam bhai? You are most welcome, Suzivan. Okay, brother, thank you. You are most welcome. Why you guys thank me? Tap to the top of this new day opening gap here. Let's see if it can break it by using this gap. Very small gap over here. So I would love to see it will use this gap and it will break. Okay, it will melt. So something like that. I'm not saying this is an entry. I'm just showing you what I'm thinking here. Like here, it should not breach that candle and it will melt until this low. Something like that. From this gap. I want to see like something like this. Not saying this is an entry. How can you enter over here? Nowhere to enter over here until market leaves some sell side, clean sell side liquidity. Then we'll go higher. Then I'll frame another sell. Otherwise, I have no idea how to trade this market right now. Sorry, Chitu, you're most no problem, brother. 10,793 subscribers. Just need 7 more subscribers to make it 800. So if any of you are not our subscriber, you can subscribe to our channel. To make it 800. Any of you are not my subscriber here, let me know that I'm not your subscriber. Good evening, Keshav. Watching this gap, okay? I'm just watching this gap over here. Not this candle, just this gap to send the market lower from this gap. Okay, let me remove this. See this gap? I'm watching this gap to send the market lower here. But I will obviously cover this gap, this candle, if it supports my. I'm not saying this is an entry. I'm just saying my expectation. Okay, something like this. We'll hold it until here. Try to take a partial around 20 handle. Something like this. Something like that. If you push the button here to this entry, I will say that you are gambling because I don't know what is going to happen. So if you push the button because I am saying this, you are gambling. I'm not going to take the responsibility of your loss. Clearly, brother. If you have taken the entry, close it right now. Just because I have framed it, if you have taken the entry, close it right now while it went below this gap or below your entry. But if it is an entry depending on your analysis, keep it. I have no problem with that. This low has taken over here by a shallow run, which is called the obvious liquidity for later. I will wait here, okay? I will just wait here to frame my next setup. Expecting it is going to melt, so if it is melting, then I will look for the next opportunity. This is that gap, which is a very strong gap that should stop the market. This gap. If it is broken, I will start to look for buy. If this gap is broken. Now I'm not going to push the button, but I will look for the buy if it is broken. Again, if any of you push the button here, because I am showing this, close it right now. But if it is according to your analysis, hold it at least for 20 handle and then hold it until this liquidity here. Don't give a shit any of this PDRA. Don't give a shit over here. Nothing is going to stop the market. If it keep falling, then it will fall for this liquidity. $20 handle partial is something you have to take the partial over there. You have to take the partial. I don't want to see anybody close above the high of this gap now. See this daily fair value gap? Nobody should close above the high of this gap now. If body close above this high, I will trail the stop loss to the break even. For example, if I were in this trade. Now you will say that, brother, you are saying that you didn't take that entry and you are saying you will do that, you will do that, you will do that. I'm just telling that what I'm seeing in this market. That's all I'm saying. Okay? If I outline something and you take that entry, that is my responsibility. I think like that way that you should get your profit. Here I don't want to take the responsibility in this low probable area. So I'm talking about the price action now. Right now, what I would love to see over here. Nobody should close above the high of this daily gap. Come on, man. Reaction from the entry fair value gap. At least it can react from this entry. It has to reach to this gap, even if it would love to go higher, at least to this gap before going higher. So that is why this is the perfect area to take the partial as well. Until the body doesn't close above the high of this gap, you should not worry about this move. It's safe. You are absolutely safe over there. I think it has given the profit actually. I mean the no. I thought it has given the 20 handle run, but it didn't. Check. Just for a tick, it didn't. It's called the reaction from this entry fair value gap. Just the reaction. I'm not worrying about that reaction. I know that after that reaction, it will melt again for the last fair value gap. Though it is very small here, we'll have to mix them all together by one gap like this here. until here. The body close above this gap, I'm in a huge risk. I'm safe yet. Why did you push the button? First of all, I'm not interested to push the button right now, but this is what I'm seeing in this market. You are learning here, you're not copying my trade, right? This price action can be explained. There's nothing wrong for explaining a price action, right? Absolutely right. How it is reacting from this gap, see? Something like tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom. This is the sign. It's a very strong sign this is going to fall. While it just tap and started to go higher, that is the sign that it will go higher. But the way it is reacting, see, tap, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom. That means I'm going to break it. What are you waiting for? 10:30. I'm just waiting for 10:30 to get the volatility again. 10:29, 10:30, 10:31, 10:32. Any of these four candles has to give me a big run, big candle, speed out of that four candle. Most of the time, the middle of the hour give you the right direction displacement. Top of the hour give you the wrong direction displacement most of the time. See this around 10, this is that 10 candle over here. This displacement toward the, it has fallen like this way, and then market went higher. So top of the hour give you the wrong displacement, middle of the hour give you the right displacement most of the time. I think it has missed the partial just for tick, one tick, and it is going to close above this line. That means it has the probability that it will keep going higher. Wow, goddess total. Just missed the entry, like target for one tick here, then boom, higher. Can I take a buy here? Do you really want to take a buy? Go for it. I'm not interested to take the buy from here. This gap is broken. I should look for the buy, but I'm not interested to take the buy. I will do nothing. I will wait. Someone, I mean, is price action important for the traders? Is it? Is it really important for the traders? Let's see if I can get 10,795 subscriber. Let's wait for 2 more subscriber. I don't know. I just asked you, brother, because I'm your student. You're not my student, first of all. You're my brother, you're my friend. You're not my student. This is first of all. Secondly, is really the price action important? Just ask yourself. And what answer do you get by asking this question to yourself? Let me know that answer first. Then I will reply you. First, I need to know what is your answer. If you ask this question to you, is the price action important for the traders? In my opinion, the job is done for today, but still I hope that I will be able to catch another beautiful setup. After this, after that run, I have no trade yet. So from this candle, while this candle tapped to this gap, from here to here until now, I have no trade. Exactly from 10:11 to until 10:33. No trade at all for me. If it is here, you don't need price action or anything else. Just T2 and last 5 liquid lol. Come on, man. This is not the answer. Price action is the most and foremost thing for the traders. If you have no idea about the price action, you will miss the beauty of trading. You will do the gambling. You are pushing the button because it is going higher. You will push the button because it is falling. So the beauty, the feelings of trade, everything will be gone. Now, see, this is the trade of it account, right? This is the trade of it account. Now, I was keep doing the paper trading. Do you really think that I feel like this is trade of it account and that is paper trade? The difference between those, no, I don't feel them. All I feel just the price action, nothing else. All I feel the price action. Is it paper trading? Is it real money? I don't care about that. I care about the price action. If the price action is good, I feel that. If the price action is bad, I feel that. That's all I feel. I passed 3 Eval account this week. Thanks for your teaching, Chitu. Oh, ready. That's awesome. Sister, wait for two more Eval. Just wait for 2 more Eval. Okay? Make 500. It's my request, sister, to you. You are very near of your success, sister. Very, very, very near. Just make 2 more funded account, then switch your chart to micro contract. Go, if it is 50k account, go for 3 micro contract maximum. Maximum 5 micro contract, most of the time 3 micro contract. Keep rolling them, keep rolling them, keep rolling them. Okay? Hey Ray, hey man, how are you? Crazy day for me. Hope you are well, Titu. I'm so cool, Ray. How are you, man? Just awesome, awesome. Thank you, Archana. But if it's 150k account, then maximum 7 micro contract. If it is 150k, maximum 7 micro contract. Max, that is the maximum line for 150k account, 7 micro contract. If it is 250k, go for 10 to 50 micro contract. I have no problem with that. But if it is 150 or 100k, maximum 7, most of the time 5 is the best. If it is less than 100, like 75 or 50k, then go for maximum 5. I prefer 3 micro contract. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Wait for your first payout. Take 3 months, 4 months to get your first payout without blowing that account. While you will get your first payout, every 14 days you will get payout. Every 14 days you will get payout. It's my promise. But first payout take times. 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, 5 month. How long it will take, I don't care. But go slowly, go slowly, go slowly. Absolutely 5 micro contract maximum. Best is 3 micro contract. For Eval, no. For Eval, I have no rules. For Eval, look, this is the Eval. I take 2 micro contract, 2 mini contracts, sometimes 3 mini contracts, sometimes 5 mini contract. I don't care. It all depends on your need. Because you have a time limit. Like yesterday, Archana was saying that today is my last day. I have to make 2000k. I mean 2k, right? There is a time limit. That is why I have no rules for the Eval. Go as much as you want. Just go for that. but the rules are for the funded account. I am waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. I have no trade yet. I'm not doing anything, I'm waiting. I have no intention to go for any kind of trade right now. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting, okay? By the way, guys, mail from my funded futures. This is just a small advertisement. They have like new plan, the my funded futures. Now the 50K account is for maybe $66, something like this. You can check this out if you want. Use the code T2 Wizard if you want. I think they're cheaper now. Come on, man. I took the buy. Bray, I took the buy, brother. Who told you that no buy inside the daily fair? Look at. Which is according to you to start with? Netkit IP for take profit trader. That is the best in my opinion. Take profit trader, because take profit trader has no payout rules. While you will be in funded account, there is no rules. Just trade and get your payout. I prefer take profit trader. Now there could be different mentality, there could be different people, but for me take profit trader is the best. About fair value gap happens at all time frames. For example, there's a fair value gap at 3 minute, time frame, but we have to follow the 3 minute. Brother, I only use 15 minute, 1 minute, hourly, and daily chart. So the fair value gap is important for me from daily chart, 15 minute chart, and 1 minute chart. If 15 minute is messy, I will go for 1 hour chart. If daily chart is messy, then I'll either go for weekly chart, or I will break the daily chart into 4-hour chart, something like that, okay, if that is messy. But for me, bellwether is 15 minutes, so 15 minute gap is important to me. Only 15 minute chart is messy, I will go for hourly chart. I don't go 3 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 4 minute chart. No, I don't go over there. Thank you, Mahdi. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, they have just reduced the amount of money, I think, Mahdi. I never say that. I never say that until market is above this gap. This market is going for that 2 standard deviation. I never say that. Where did you get that? I just told that I need some kind of reaction from this gap, which I'm getting now. So while I'm watching either this new week opening gap or new day opening gap for fall again. Okay, so I never say that if it is above this gap, so market is reaching for this -2 standard deviation. -2 standard deviation will be my target if and only if body close above this -2.5 standard deviation. Then and only then this is important to me. Until this market is below -2.5 standard deviation, I'll keep looking for sell. This is a clean sell side liquidity here, 23016.50. This market will go for that sell side liquidity, but it has to break this gap first. This is a very strong gap. It has to break this gap. So until it is not broken, I can't think about sell. That is why I told, while this market will come here, you should not trade anymore. Even if you would love to trade, you should go for the order block entry until this gap. While it will reach to this gap, your trade is down. In one session, how many trades do you need actually? I agree, TPT is the best because I don't have to wait certain number of days to withdraw. I made more than $300 today and going to withdraw later today. Absolutely, Suzy one. That is my opinion. Again, I believe that Take Profit Trader is the only platform right now. They are going to give you give you the profit from this prop firm market, because the other prop firm, they have planned the program so that you won't be able to get the payout. But take profit trader, you will make some money by today, you will withdraw them today. Every day you will make $300-400, you will withdraw them. Simple rules after the buffer. So if you can make at least 3 to 4 payout from one funded account, take profit trader, it is more than enough. You will have at least $1,000 to $1,200 on your hand, and you will buy 5 to 10 more challenge to pass them. Every funded account you will make $500 to $1,000 by every funded account. You will blow it, no problem. You will buy more challenge, you will blow it. Or if you can keep it, keep getting the payout from that account, that is more perfect. But other prop firm, you have to wait 5 days, right? So like 5 days, 5 winning days, something like that. This is the plan, so that you won't be able to get your payout. Which prop firm, Archana? What is the payout pattern should be for 2,500 drawdown 52? I didn't understand already. What is your question, sister? And which prop firm? I'm waiting, okay? So to be honest, guys, I'm waiting to get an opportunity. TPT is very expensive. Which account do you suggest? First of all, TPT is not very expensive. I think it's 100, less than $100. I think it's near about $90 or $102, and maybe $100. No activation fees, nothing. So it is one of the cheapest. I prefer take profit trader because just of their payout system. You don't need to wait. That's all I care about. You have passed the eval. Now you will make one trade. You will make $2,000. For example, just one trade, $2,000. Good. The very next trade you have made $300. Request the payout. Tomorrow you will come, make another $500. Request the payout. Tomorrow come, make another $700. Request the payout. Something like that. But other prop firm, you can't make $2,000 by one trade. Okay, you can't make $3,000 by one trade. You have to follow the consistency rules, a lot of other things, and you have to continuously trade 5 days. Not continuously, you have to have 5 winning days. That is the restriction, so that you won't be able to get your payout. I always prefer 50k account if you are able, but the best is 150k account. That is the best. But if you have the problem, then you can go for the 50k. No less than 50k account. For Bullnox, I have 350k funded account. The drawdown is 2,500. When can I request for payout? I have no idea. Anybody else trade the Bullnox? Anybody else? Anybody else know the rules of the payout for Bullnox? They're currently running 91% discount, right, Archana? If I'm not wrong. So it will cost, how much does it cost for just one 50k account? How much does it cost? I have some experience with Bullnox, Blue Guardian futures daily loss limit. If it's breached, then your evaluation account is terminated. My question is, should I make 3,500 before I take payout? My question is, should I make 3,500 before I take payout? I really don't know, sister. If you go and check their fact, you will get the information, I guess. FAQ. I really don't know what is their payout. I really don't have any idea. Or ask to the Discord Bullnox section. Tamimi will be able to help you. Tamimi or Mahdi, they will be able to help you. Netkit, it shows $150 for 25 account. No, 25. If you use the code T2 Wizard, you will get a 40% discount. Okay, so it will cost $90. If you go for 50k account, it will cost maybe $102. You have to use the code, okay, for the discount. T2 Wizard code, use it, you will get the discount, brother. I guess you should make 2,600 and with minimum 1k. Okay, Siddharth, thank you, brother, for the information. Archana, you can talk to Siddharth. I think you'll get your. For Bullnox, you should make 3,100 profit for 500 withdrawal. Okay, you got your. See this gap. I'm willing to think about a sell from this gap. Okay, if it can leave a gap here around this area, I'm willing to take a sell here after this run. Okay, after that trade. This is going to be my next trade from this. If it can leave a gap here. If there is no gap, no trade for me. From this gap, if no gap, no trade. No gap, no trade. It's a very small gap. I don't see this type of gap as gap actually. So I don't think so there will be an opportunity to take a sell. So until now, I have no trade yet. I'll just observe it. Okay, I'm not saying that please go for this trade, but from this gap it can start to fall. It's a very small gap, highly risky. If it was an obvious gap, I would go for that sell, but as it's a small gap, highly risky. Entry is over here, stop loss is over there. Target should be the 50% of this gap here. The 50% of this gap, it should be the 50. If you'd love to take this entry, it should be your own risk. Okay, please. That should be the target, the 50% of this gap, and of course you will take a partial around 20 handle. Okay, from there. So that will be the entry. This should be the first partial. Later make it to the top of this gap. Okay, and target will be here. This will be the first partial and until the 50%. Now it is 50-50. If the gap was very obvious, I would say that confidently this is going to fall. As the gap is very small, if you see here, this is a very small gap, right? So it's a 50-50. As I can see, the stop is loss is just 13 handle. I prefer to take that risk as the stop loss is 13 handle only. Okay, that is why I prefer this trade. But if you push the button, it should be your own risk. If you are in this trade, make sure that you have taken the partial here. If you don't take the partial here, you are a perfect gambler. I don't like the gambling people. I don't like those people. Why you are not pushing the button? I showed you, brother. I have some consistency rules and I'm not able to log into TradeOvet account. At the beginning I tried, if you remember, I just switch off the chart and I tried. I was not able to switch my account. That is why I'm not pushing the button. Otherwise I would go for this trade actually, just because the stop loss is smaller, 13 handle. Otherwise this is a very small gap, 50-50 chance for me. As the stop loss is 13 handle, I prefer to go take that risk, just because the stop loss is smaller, 13 handle. For example, you are afraid to take that 13 handle loss, then why don't you close your trade while it will give you 13 handle profit? You are not interested to close your trade while the profit is 13 handle. But if the loss is 13 handle is too much for you, come on man, be logical. What the? Just waiting for 11. So this market is inside the lunch macro, sorry, the 10:50 11:10 macro. All I can see that it came here around 10:50, exactly over here, that is 10:50 candle. Around 10:50 candle market came, started to consolidate. No buy side, sell side has taken, so still I'm safe. If it went a bit higher, or if it take that relatively equal low, see here, this low and that low, then started to go higher, I'll be in a big problem. So I don't want to see it will clear this too low, because this is the macro. It will clear this low and then it will give me this type of bull candle. I don't want to see that. That's all I don't like to see. Can it be violated? Of course it can be violated. There is nothing wrong if it is violated. The way it has been violated, I don't like it. It's too far right, too scary. Okay, got me. Didn't work. I was hoping for that, but just because it was 13 handle. Let me check if I can switch my account so that I can pull the button. Okay, just one more time. Hope that I'll be able to switch my chart. Switch my account. No. If you are facing external content, please try again later. You are not letting me in, brother. the hell, man? Come on. Okay, finally got it. Let's see if I can get an entry opportunity now. No, I'm not bullish, brother. Yeah, job is done. ICT in. The job is done. I told that long time ago. While this market came here to the top of this gap, the job is done for today. Hey, slow is fast. How are you, brother? You're late. You're late. By the way, guys, I got 10,795 subscriber. Just need 5 more subscriber to make it 10,800. I don't see the MNQ, brother. I only see NQ chart. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Shit, shit, shit. what is my higher time frame point of interest over here? This new week opening gap is my higher time frame point of interest over here. So I have seen that this market has traded the new week opening gap over there, and I'm preferring that this market is going to fall by trading that order block. So I have missed the entry from this order block. I took the entry from this fair value gap. Going to look for this liquidity first, which is going to be my first partial, which is of course like 20 handle, something like that, and then I will hold the trade until the 50% of this. Covered that candle only over here. This candle has made this this fair value gap. Going to believe it is going to fall from this gap, as well as I have covered the low of this order block. Of course, it can trade until the opening of this gap. If it trade the open of this gap and close below this order block level again, I will take a re-entry. Okay. If it do that, if it trade that open and then closed below this order block, I'll take re-entry. I got a stop out. Trade that open. If it close below this line, which is here, I'll take re-entry over there. And this time I'll take the entry from this order block. Will cover that order block, something like this, something like that. Stop loss is going to be here. Just to take above this order block. Same partial here, going to target until this area. Until this area. If it doesn't work, not going to take any entry from this area anymore. I don't want to see any body close above this line. Not a good thing. The next candle, if it doesn't close below this line, I will either close the trade or I will trail the stop loss wherever I will get the opportunity. If the next body doesn't close below this line, it's the min threshold of that order block. It should close below this line, okay? Otherwise, I'll trail my stop loss whenever I'll get the opportunity. Chill out. Yeah. I have a loss of 6 or 7 handles, something like that. I don't remember what was the loss. 6 or 7 handles, something like that. I'm seeing this as a fake breakout. That means it should not go above this line one more time. So my trailing stop loss should be safe over here. If this market really would love to keep going higher, it is going to break this line and it is going to take that high as well. So there is no need to hold the trade until that area again. I have no intention to hold it until that area anymore. Okay. So if it doesn't work, I'll get stopped out here with smaller losses. I'm not asking any of you to copy my trade. If you think this is an entry for you, go for that. If you think this is not an entry for you, don't go for this. If the body closes below this line, this is going to be my propulsion block and I will cover just the opening of this order block. If it closes below this propulsion block. As you can see here, now I'm going to move my stop loss, covering just the open of this order block. So now my stop loss is just like 3 handle. why didn't you push your button for the first time and cover that order block? Because I didn't know that is it going to respect that order block or not. As I didn't know that, I didn't take that risk. So I take re-entry instead of putting my stop loss over here. It should not go above the order block again. I'll just put it a bit higher, okay? A bit higher. Because the wick can read the damage. Just little afraid of the wick, so I just put it a bit higher. But all I need just to cover that order block open. That's all I need. All I'm believing this new week opening gap that is going to hold the market. That's all I'm believing here. If this doesn't work, I'll close the trade. I'm not going to push any other button for today, at least not for this morning session. Just 4 handle, and maybe previously I had 6 handle or 7 handle loss, something like that. I'll move it a bit right hand side so that something like that. Okay. By the way, I'm not reading any of your comment because I'm watching this market. So I'm just watching the market, what is happening over here. If you're asking any question, if you have any question, hold it. I'll get stopped out. I'm done. No more pushing button here. Body close below this gap, I'll put my stop loss to the break even. If it can close below this gap, I'll put my, not to the break even, I have to cover that order block. Unfortunately, my entry is bit lower of this order block, so I have to cover that order block actually. So 1 tick above that order block, bit risk over there. If and only if the body close below this gap, otherwise I'll get stopped out over here. I have no problem with that. Exactly where it came to trade that opening of that order block, I'm absolutely okay with that. Body doesn't close below this gap, I will take that risk and I will get stopped out over here. I have no objection with this. Body close below this gap, I'll trail my stop loss, just covering that order block. I have no option to trail the stop loss. I have to take the risk. Three, two, 1, 0. Just for a bit it didn't close, so still I am not able to move my stop loss. It can come back again to trade this order block open, I mean order block low. It has that possibility. so I'm not able to move my stop loss. I'm not reading any of your comment, so if you're asking any, if you have any question, hold it for me. Just let me finish this trade first. Just let me focus to this price, okay? Come on, man, come on, come on, come on. Don't do that. Now it's a low probability, to be honest. Very, 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 very low probability. If any of you in this trade, try to take the partial around 220 handle. Try to take the partial here. Please, it's a request. Try to take the partial over there, okay? If any of you in this trade, why not you? Because if I get stopped out, I'm not going to cry. But if you get stopped out, you will start to say, brother, I didn't get the profit. That is my loss. That is my loss. That is my loss. You saw I got stopped out. I know what I'm doing. I took re-entry. Even if I get stopped out here, I will be able to take re-entry again. But you will say I'm over trading. So this is all up to you, man. Come on. Take the partial. Take the partial. If you have any question, hold it. I don't want to see this gap is going to be broken. I don't want to see this gap is going to be broken. That means body is going to close out this gap. Okay. Didn't hit my full target. Okay guys, I hope that it's better for today. It's already 11:19. I don't think so I should stay here anymore. Not it. Ah man, come on. There is re-entry. Come on, man. Don't want to stay here, okay? Otherwise, I'll push the button again. Well, now if you have any question, just let me know that. Why this? What is that? Such a nice trade and make it management. Well done. Thank you, above trades. Thank you so much, brother. Hi T2. Previously, you mentioned middle order block gives correct displacement candle 90% of the time of our misunderstanding. I told that middle of the hour, okay? So where is the middle of the hour? This is the top of the hour. See this bull candle around the top of the hour. This is a bull candle. Yes, Amma. Why be see? Charge lagbe. Tomar charger na? Top of the hour is a bull candle, then market fall. So that is why I say that top of the hour, if it is a bull run, then most of the time market fall. Middle of the hour, if it is a bull run, most of the time market will go higher. Most of the time, not always, most of the time. Look at this 1030. See this 1030 candle, this 1030 candle. Bull candle, market went higher. Okay. I think that's done for today. Which broker I used to trade? Most of the time, I'm trading through Trade Day and Take Profit Trader. This is my Take Profit Trader. I really don't want to show you the result because I have some drawdown in this account. This is my re-entry over here. If it closes below this gap, that is my re-entry. I'll go for that. If it's a loss, I will be okay with that. Please don't judge me, don't say that this is over trading, all of this bullshit. Please don't tell me that, okay? I saw an opportunity, I pushed the button. I put my stop loss exactly where I should put the stop loss, 2 tick above that candle. I put it over there, exactly over there. If I get stopped out, I'm absolutely okay with that. If it works, I'll get my profit over here. Okay, so this is what I have seen. I have pushed the button. Simple. Just don't tell me those bullshit over trading or all of these things. I don't push the button and put my stop loss for 30 handle. I don't do it. You can see my stop loss is for 8 handle. Most of the time I do like 10 to maximum 20 handle stop loss. Not good, not good at all. Not good at all. Not good at all. Come on, 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 close, 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 close over there, close over there, close over there, close over there. That's my boy. That's my boy. By the way, guys, can you explain why are you focus on that gap? There are other gaps as well. Can you explain on? Thank you, brother. This is the gap that is the base of this trading. Here, this is that gap. Though it is very small, that is why it is violating a bit here. If it was an obvious gap, you would see a perfection over here. So this gap has been respected here, has broken over. That is the first time this market has built that gap. After that big bull run, traded that area. This is the first area where this has made that gap. Respected here, respected there, broken here, it should be respected again. This gap should be respected again. That is why this gap was important to me. And that is why I was framing this trade, and I know that why I get stopped out. I could re-enter over here, but I'm not going to do that again because it's already 11:25. I'll try to trade around 12:50 again. Okay, so this gap will hold the market and it will send until here, as just because this is the first gap of like something like first presented gap. This is that type of gap which has worked in a very perfect way. It should work in a very perfect way. It is violating it a bit just because this is a very small gap. Otherwise you would see the perfection from this gap, but it is what it is. If it doesn't work like that way, maybe that's a bad luck for me. Okay, simple. Thank you guys for being over here, and yeah, rejecting new opening gap again. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure about the PM session, but if I see something, I'll be respect. Sorry, I will come around the Discord. Okay, if I see something, I will come to Discord again around the PM session. Thank you guys for being over here. Until next day, cheers guys.